Howdy champs, my name is Mohit and guys, today I'm going to show you a Flash photo slideshow. The best part about this slideshow is it has many functionalities. First of all, it's fetching all the pictures which are lying externally in a folder. That's one very good thing. The other good thing is it's fading in. The third good thing is that it's an automated process, which means the first picture goes to the second to the third to the fourth, time control. So basically we've used the timer class, right? And the fifth thing is that it's also button controlled. The sixth thing is that the moment you hover over the pictures or the stage is the main area where you place all the assets, the slideshow would stop to auto advance automatically, but it detects the moment your mouse pointer has left the stage or left the arena where you see the slideshow, it resumes automatically, right? And last but not the least, it also has a background music. The music has been placed externally, right? So with all these functionalities, yes, I forgot to mention that every picture has a label, and that changes every time the picture changes automatically. Okay, so that's so cool. So let's have a preview first. So Control Enter to test. So you saw that the picture is actually fading in, and see the labels dropping. It says burger. Okay, see, although we have the left and the right buttons, guys, I've not used them so far, and let me start to use them now. See, the moment I come on the stage, the automated process of the timer stops. Okay, now let's use these buttons. Okay, now I'm going to go off the stage so that the timer can resume. It does resume itself. Right, so basically with all these functionalities all bundled into one, I'm absolutely sure, I have no doubt in my mind that you're gonna just love it when you're gonna use it. See, I told you that all the assets are lying externally. All you need to do is, I say that again, all you need to do is just go inside the images folder and change my images with your own, retaining the image name. So this one's been called 1.jpg, 2.jpg, 3.jpg. so your JPG images shouldn't get any other name but the ones that I've selected. Okay, this is the background texture, the wallpaper. You can use your own texture, that's absolutely all right, but then again, the name of the texture, you should rename it wallpaper, right? That's very important. Again, this is the background music that's running in the background. The name is soothing underscore music. It's an MP3 format file or a sound. Make sure that if you are using a different piece of music, it should have the same name. It shouldn't have a different name. That's extremely important, right? So as I said, all you need to do is change this bit of music. This is for the mouse click. Don't make any changes to this. Okay, this click sound is for the mouse click. These are the images, replace them, and that's all you need to do. Okay, but there will be a slight alteration or modification to the code. Let me explain that to you as well. If you increase or decrease the number of pictures, also you need to alter the code to change the picture labels. Obviously, since I have used barbecue chicken, the spelling is wrong, guys. You should correct it. Okay, the spelling is wrong, probably it's wrong. Okay, I've used awesome fish, I've used burger, but in your case the labels, the picture labels will be different. Okay, so you need to alter the picture label. So let me first open up the actions panel Guys, it's a 100-line script. And I have punched it or punctuated with so many comments that will make it very easy for you to understand. See, I really don't have the stamina to go through in detail with these 100 lines. So what I've done is I've left a lot of comments for you to understand. A person who is decent enough with the ActionScript will be able to understand what I've done, right? Okay, as I said, what if you have different number of pictures and different number of, obviously when the pictures are different, the picture labels would be different. So what you need to do is, let's first talk about line number 18. The labels that I've chosen for myself are barbecue chicken, bread and rolls, burger, chicken chili, and awesome fish. Okay, since I've used 5 pictures, guys, since your pictures will be different, that you'll be replacing in the external folder, you need to come inside the ActionScript and change the labels to match those pictures. Right, that's the first thing. If you have more than 5 pictures, you need to just put a comma out here and go on adding the labels inside the array. Array is a collection of values, guys, right? What else do you need to change? Guys, I've used 5 images, so my variable total images is 5. The second change that you might need to make is, in case you are not using 5 images but you're using more images, I would you need to change this figure. Okay, what else do you need to change? Guys, my timer is firing at 4 seconds. If you would want it to go a little faster, you should make it, let's say, a 2000 or a 3000, so it can fire after every 2 or 3 seconds. That's another change that you need to make. Okay, rest everything else remains just the same. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Right, as I said, it's a very big script and I really don't have the stamina. Probably you don't have the stamina to listen to, but I've told you exactly where to go and what to do. It's that simple, guys. Change the total number of images, line number 21. Okay, line number 18 is important because you need to go out there and add your own labels. Okay, wherever you see the quotation marks is where you need to put your own labels. If you have more labels, put a comma at the label. Right, what else do you need to change? Line number 23, change the timer duration. Okay, make it 3000 to 2500, whatever. Right, everything else is going to be just the same. Okay, so let me quickly go through the ActionScript for people who really want to know what it is. But again, guys, as I said, I'll just be having a bird's eye view of what all is happening. See, first of all, lines 4 through 13 are the import directives. Now, import directives are actually basically importing those classes that are needed for the code. They will be auto-generated when you write the script or when you write the code, except this one single line which you will have to insert manually. Right. Next, what I've done is I've declared all the variables and I've put it in the comments that these are all the variables. So I've declared a variable, my array, which is holding the picture labels. Then I've added the glow and a drop shadow to the picture, and that I've done only through the ActionScript. Okay, so which means that I have to create 2 variables to save the glow and to save the drop shadow that will be applied later. So these variables, my glow, my shadow, are actually holding the glow and the drop shadow that will be applied a little later. Okay, another variable I would need to tell the script how many number of images I'm using. I also need to tell it that, okay, the current image is 1. Okay, here I've declared a variable, my timer. The data type is timer, and I'm telling that I would want the timer to fire at 4000 milliseconds, which is equal to 4 seconds. Okay, I've declared a variable, my loader. Now, loader is like a vessel or a container where you load your images. Right. Next, guys, what I'm doing is I'm running the process of pulling the pictures which are lying externally. Okay, so I'm pulling the first picture in, for which I've used the URL request class. So I'm saying variable my request of the type URL request is equal to new URL request, and then I'm pointing to the images folder relative to the FLA file, guys, relative to the Swift file as well. So I'm telling, please go to the images folder, fetch image number. Now image number is a variable, if you remember, is equal to 1. Fetch image number dot jpg. So I've concatenated it using the plus sign out here. So go inside the images folder and fetch the first image 1.jpg. Then using the load method, please load it inside the loader. Okay, then you add child my loader. Basically you add the loader but at index number 1. Now this is possible through add child at method. Okay, this will ensure that the loader, which is actually the picture, strictly speaking, will be added at index number 1, which means that the texture which is at index number show will be showing all the time, but the buttons will be over the pictures, but the picture will be over the texture. That is why I'm adding it at index number 1, since I know my texture is at index number 0. Okay, then guys, here is the process for centering the pictures and applying the the white border and the drop shadow. So what I've done is I've added an event listener to the content loader info property of the loader class. You do not attach the event listeners directly to the loader. That's the ActionScript 3 requirement. To get information about the loader, you can do so only after you apply the content loader info property to it and then add the event listener to it. The event out here is an init event, initialization event. The moment the event gets triggered, what you need to do is you need to run the moment the loader starts to get filled up with the image. I need some image information or some loader information, strictly speaking. Okay, let's see what the function get loader info does. I've declared two variables, image x, image y, and I've made them equal to stage.stage width minus loader width minus my loader dot width divided by 2. Basically, these 4 lines are responsible for fetching the x and the y coordinate in such a manner that when I place the loader, the picture, onto the stage, they should center themselves. See, stage.stage width minus my image dot width, stage.stage height minus my loader dot height or my image dot height divided by 2 is a formula that we use a lot for people who are good with ActionScript. They know that. Okay, and then once we fetch the x and y, we are going to place the loader of the image on that x and y coordinate. That will ensure the centering of the image. So no matter how big or small the image is, it will always center on the stage. Good. Lines 41 and 41, line 41 is responsible for the glow and the drop shadow that I've applied to the loader through the filters property. Right, here's the comment. And then what I've done is using the tween class, guys, I'm assuming you know how the tween class works. I've applied the fade in where the picture fades in from a 0 to a 1. The alpha changes from a 0 to a 1 over 2 seconds. Right, then here I've put a comment, automatic progression. So basically, you know, the pictures advance to the next picture automatically, for obviously for which you need the timer, which I declared earlier, saying that I would want the timer to fire at every 4 seconds. I've added an event listener to the timer, okay, which makes sure that every time the timer fire, which is 4 seconds in our case, you can decrease or increase that. I would want a function called auto advance to fire. Now what this function auto advance does is it checks if the image number, which is initially 1, is less than the total number of images, which is initially 5. This 5 could change in your case, in your scenario. All right, as long as the image number is less than the total number of images, I would want the image number to be incremented by 1. So this is the increment method, guys. Okay, else make the image number equal to 1, just in case it's become equal to the total number of images. Image number has become, so 5 has become equal to 5, just in case. And then I would want a function called reload, which we'll discuss a little later, to fire. Now reload is nothing but removing the older picture, putting the new picture inside, right? So every time the timer fires, it changes the image number by 1, increases it by 1, and ensures that the reload happens. The reload is basically swapping the old picture with the new one. Obviously we would need to change the picture. Okay, see, once you create a timer, you have to start the timer, right? Okay, now what I've done is I've added event listeners to the right button. The button on the right hand side has been called has an instance name of right button. The button on the left hand side has an instance name of left button. All right, so this is the right button. See the instance name, it's a button, guys. The button on the left hand side has been given an instance name of left button. Cool. So we've added event listeners to both of them of the type mouse. It's a mouse event of the, specifically of the type click. I would want functions previous image and next image to fire respectively. Okay, so basically what they do is they just like in the timer function, they check if the image number, which was initially 1, is less than the total number of images, increase the image number, else make the image number equal to 1. That's the resetting process. So image number 1 is less than 5, so increase the image number to 2. Okay, and run the reload process. In the previous image function, if the image number is greater than 1, then decrease the image number. So if it is 4, make it 3. If it is 3, make it 2, 2, 2, 1, right? So else make the image number, image number equal to the total number of images, right? And run the reload process. Let's understand the reload process. Okay, the first thing, remove child myloader. Basically, add child is to add the picture. Removing the loader ensures that the picture is gone. Obviously you have to remove the picture so that you can reload something again. Then I'm through the my request variable, I'm making sure that I'm bringing in yet another picture, but this time the image number has changed from 1 to 2, or maybe from 2 to 1, or maybe from 3 to 2, or maybe from 3 to 4, whatever. Okay, so with the changed image number, I'm pulling up a new picture. So line number 76 is pulling up a new picture, requesting for a new picture. Line number 77 is loading the new picture inside the loader. Line number 78 is adding it onto the display list, or basically putting it upon the stage, but using the add child add method, ensuring that it's over the texture but below the buttons. You see, you can control the depth where exactly it should be added, right? Then what I've done is, since I've changed the picture, I need to change the picture label too. So that I've done. What I've done out here is, let me show you something. This symbol, it's a movie clip, guys, has been called my label. If I go inside it, it has another text field which has been called picture label. So, okay, so the text field inside is picture label, and the movie clip outside is my label. So what I've done out here is okay, what I've done out here is I've added my label dot picture label. So basically going inside the movie clip, reaching the picture label, which is the text field, and through the text property I'm saying please make it equal to my array image number minus 1. So basically I'm going to the array, and depending on which picture is showing up, I'm pulling up the labels. This is index 0, guys. This is index 1. This is index 2. So it always starts with index number 0, not 1. That is the reason I have to decrease 1 from the image number. Where are we? Yeah, that's the reason we have to decrease 1 from the image number. Okay, then in line number 81, what I'm doing is basically I'm making the label jump. If you had noticed, let me hit Control Enter once again. See, the label, you know, the white label in the top right corner jumps all the time. That's the tween class, guys. That's the tween class. So basically I'm using the rotation property and making it jump from angle 360. Basically 360 is you know, horizontally erect, and making it go to 390, so dipping by 30 degrees over 1 second. All right, so use the tween class. You should know the tween class, guys. Yeah, otherwise you won't understand what I'm talking about. Okay, now the next routine is for pulling up the music file that's been placed externally. So you're basically creating a variable my sound of the type sound is equal to the new sound. So creating a new instance of the sound variable, and then I'm loading the sound through the load method and requesting for the music file lying externally. Then I'm creating a new instance of a channel, a sound channel, that is. So variable my sound channel of the type sound channel is equal to new sound channel, right? So what I'm doing is I'm playing the sound inside the channel. That's the right way of using the sound class. So my channel is equal to my sound.play, but play it from the 0th second. So play it from the very beginning, but play it 9999 times. Basically 9999 4 times. Control S to save is the number of times the music should loop. So that's almost infinite, endless, right? I'm making sure that the music loops if it stops, going on and on and on, right? Then guys, what I've done is I'm detecting if the mouse is on or off the stage. If it is on, then stop the timer. If it is off the stage, then resume the timer. So this basically is very easy for people who understand the mouse move. So basically the mouse move is as good as saying the mouse is on the stage. Mouse leave is as good as saying the mouse has left the stage. So they respectively fire functions, stop the timer, resume timer, right? And that's the end of the action script, guys. This is available for download at http://qualitylessons.net. Needless to say that it's my website, right? This script has been designed by me, and I am absolutely sure you're just gonna love it, right? So before I sign off, guys, let me hit Control Enter to test the script or test the movie and export the SWIFT. So this is the automated process where the pictures keep coming in one after the other after 4 seconds. The labels keep dropping in and they keep changing themselves. I'm gonna intervene now. The moment I go on the stage, the timer stops. The music doesn't. Okay, as long as I'm on the stage, guys, the mouse is on the stage, the automated process will not work. I'm gonna go off now. And it restarts. So as you saw, you see it's automated. The pictures center themselves automatically, the labels change themselves automatically. It's time controlled, it's button controlled. So it's pulling up all the assets externally. Okay, so a lot of good things are happening, and it's all bundled into one. We have a background music playing as well. Okay, the best part is, as I said, once you place your assets externally, all you need to do is change the pictures, change the music, retaining the same file name. Okay, change the timer if you want from a 4 seconds to a 3 seconds or a 2 seconds, right? Change the number of pictures if you're using more than 5 or less than 5, right? Change the pictures label, which is bound to happen. You're not going to use the chicken and the fish pictures the way that I've done. So obviously you need to go to my array and change the labels, increase or decrease the number of labels that you're using, and that's all that you need to do. So guys, good luck. Please download it, make those slight modifications and enjoy. I hope you learned a lot from this tutorial, and I hope to see you very soon with yet another Flash and ActionScript 3 tutorial. Guys, please rate, please comment even if you didn't like it, and subscribe if you did like it. Okay, so you have a good day guys. Bye bye. Peace.